new babe.
What's good, TMG fam? It's your boy L, and I'm back with another reaction. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel. Salute. Listen, man. Can y'all hear that? Queen is down there jamming right now, bro. She got a Christmas music going. All I hear is just Christmas music playlist going on, man. She down there jamming. I'm going down there to jam with her in a minute. So listen, it's been a minute since we did one of these riddle style videos, bro. This one is what would you choose to survive? Now, they said this is the hardest video test. Now, I'm not a person that's been big into the shows like Survivor and all that type of stuff like that up until recently. I actually watched Survivor for the first time like a couple weeks ago, man. And just watching that show, I was like, yo, I got a lot to work on. You know what I'm saying? Watching them have to do different things and try to survive. Like, my wilderness survival game, I need some help. I need a lot of help. I ain't ashamed to admit that either, bro. Just watching them out in the wilderness have to do different things, build certain things, come up with certain things. You know what I'm saying? Not to say I wouldn't figure it out. I'm just saying my first few initial days on the island would be super tough. But one thing about me is, though, I'm not a quitter. I don't give up, and I figure it out. So I'm the type of person that'll sit down and work at it until I figure it out. You know what I mean? So, but we're going to get into this video. What would you choose to survive? Hardest video test. If you're new to the channel, man, hit the subscribe button. Come in, close the door, sit down, relax, and let's check this video out.
Hi guys, we thought that for a long time we haven't made any riddle videos. You're probably already used to relaxing and watching only the funny ones, but today we offer you to put on your thinking cap. And these puzzles aren't at all simple. They'll teach you to make the right decisions, and even perhaps one day they'll be useful to you in an emergency situation. So here are 5 puzzles. You'll need to make the right choice and stay alive. Let's go.
Moron.
Cave. So the very first situation that caught you off guard, you get lost in a cave. Imagine that you're a great photographer and you need to take a few pictures from inside for a famous magazine. But since you're in this place for the first time, you certainly don't know how to navigate there. You've done the work, and now you're going to get out of the cave. But the tunnel where you came from is filled with stones. What do you do now? You look around and notice 5 tunnels, and each leads outside, but there's a danger in every one of them too. The first tunnel is inhabited by vampire bats. If they bite you, you'll be given a deadly disease. As soon as you step into the second tunnel, a strong landslide awaits you, which fills up the tunnel with stones. In the third tunnel, the whole path is filled with red-hot lava, which will melt your clothes and yourself in minutes. The fourth tunnel is filled with toxic gas, which kills all animals that dare to go in there. And in the fifth tunnel, the radioactive plants bloom and kill instantly with the strongest dose of radiation. As you probably realize, the question is, which one should you take to get out alive?
Wow, right out the gate we came at it hard. All right, first one has got bats. If you're bitten, you can have some type of disease. Next one is the rocks that'll fill up the cave. Number 3 is the lava. 4 is the gas. And 5 is the, what was 5 again? Hold on, like toxic something. Hold on. Plants or something like that. Hold on.
And in the fifth tunnel, the radioactive plants bloom and kill instantly with the strongest dose of radiation.
Alright, so radioactive plants and stuff like that. Which one?
As you probably realize, the question is, which one should you take to get out alive?
I think the bats would be my... Because if the rocks fill it up, bro, you're not getting out of there, period. The lava, the gases... It would either be between the plants and the bats. The bats really can't see. You know what I'm saying? I forgot how bats really navigate. Is it sound? So you can kind of be very quiet or something like that. I would probably take my chances with 1 or 5 And dealing with the plants, I'd probably go with the bats, bro. Like 2 through 3, it just don't seem like you could possibly make it out of two through 3 alive. Not a chance. But with the bats and the plants, maybe. Bat, you could probably be quiet. Like I said, I think they operate off of sound, if I can recall. I could be wrong. I'm gonna go with bats. I'm gonna go with the bats. What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? I'm not playing with the rocks and the lava and the gases. And the plants would probably be just as bad. Radioactive as well? Yeah. Let's try the bats. I'm thinking. Is that the one? Sometimes you gotta pick your answer and just go with it. What y'all think? Let's go with it.
So, all the options except the fourth will lead to a lethal outcome. Why is it, you ask? There's also toxic gas, but it influences badly only animals, and we doubt that you are one. Execution.
How many of y'all actually said the gases? I didn't.
And now you're a lost tourist and you've been caught by an Aboriginal tribe. They don't really like intruders, but they turned out to be some kind of polite men and gave you the right to choose and the last word. So if you lie in your last speech, they'll shoot you with a gun. And if you tell the truth, they'll burn you at the stake. It would seem that the situation is hopeless, but think a little, and for sure you can outwit the savages with just one sentence and stay alive. Attention, here's the question. What should you say to make them release you?
Let's hear it one more time.
Execution. And now you're a lost tourist and you've been caught by an Aboriginal tribe. They don't really like intruders, but they turned out to be some kind of polite men and gave you the right to choose and the last word. So if you lie in your last speech, they'll shoot you with a gun. And if you tell the truth, they'll burn you at the stake. It would seem that the situation is hopeless, but think a little, and for sure you can outwit the savages with just one sentence and stay alive. Attention, here's the question. What should you say to make them release you?
What should you say? A lie or a truth? Lie, they shoot you. Truth, they burn you at the stakes. What should you say to make them release you? Like, where are they getting guns from? Like, I would say lie. Because I'm confused of where they getting these guns from. They shoot you. Let's go with lie. Let's go with lie.
Everything is actually very simple. You can stump ill wishers with just one phrase. You just have to say that they should kill you with a gun. What's the catch? You claim that they'll kill you this way. For sure, the natives are already prepared to laugh and charge the gun because they wanted to kill you this way too. Although, wait a minute. If you're telling the truth, you should be burned at the stake. And then there's a gun, and what should they do? Seems to us, after such an expression, the cave people definitely have strained their brain. So for them, it'll be easier to let you go than to sit and think about how to act properly.
Ain't that something right there? We'd all been dead. We'd all been. I don't. If y'all say y'all came up with that, then you're really smart, but I'm still not gonna believe you, bro.
Lifts. This think about how to act properly. Lifts. This time, troubles caught you on the highest floor of the building, which is about to be demolished. There's no help to come, so you're alone with your misfortune. There are no stairs, no windows, and there are only 3 lifts to choose from, and they're your only way to salvation. However, be careful. In the first elevator, there's a very poisonous spider, which is capable of injecting a toxic poison into you, which will lead to death. The shaft of the second elevator is filled to the top with boiling water, which will seep into the cabin and boil you in one moment. And in the third elevator, there's some mosquitoes waiting, which are carriers of dangerous diseases, and it's very difficult to find vaccines for them. What will you choose this time?
Spider, boiling water, or mosquitoes? It's gotta be either the water or the spider. Mosquito's gonna tear you up, bro. I ain't never been around a mosquito and not try to get at you, fam. No. Mosquitoes always try to get you. A spider, it depends on what type of spider. Some spiders don't like the, you know what I'm saying? So you can probably let's take our chances with the spider, because we don't know what type of spider it is. There's several different types, and maybe this one may not like humans. Hopefully.
We think you've made the right choice, a cabin with mosquitoes. Firstly, if you have bad luck and they do bite you, the chance to find a vaccine is small, but there's still a chance. Well, and secondly, you can just take off your shoes and smear the bloodsuckers on the walls of the elevator car and continue descending calmly.
No, you can't. No, man, stop it. Now, I'm about to call, no way.
Cell. You woke up in a dark room being locked in a...
Who made this list? Now I'm starting to question their credibility. No, ain't no way. No.
Cage.
We had a good answer with the spider, and I answered for the spiders. Now, you're not gonna sit here and tell me that you just gonna swat all those mosquitoes and then you gonna find a... Man, stop it.
Then a voice appears from somewhere and says that he wants to play a game with you. The cage opens, the timer starts counting, and 3 doors appear before you. Behind the first of them is a serial killer who in 1890 killed 300 people. Behind the second one, there's motion sensors that activate the release of liquid nitrogen at the entrance, which will freeze you in a second. Behind the third door, an acid shower is waiting for you. You can't survive, but you can perfectly feel yourself in a liquid state. Which door for salvation do you choose? You only have a few seconds to choose from. The game is on.
Serial killer or like the laser. But what came with the laser? Hold on.
Behind the first of them is a serial killer who in 1890 killed 300 people. Behind the second one, there's motion sensors that activate the release of liquid nitrogen at the entrance, which will freeze you in a second. Behind the third door, an acid shower is waiting for you. You can't survive, but you can perfectly feel yourself in a liquid state. Which
I gotta go with door 1.
Which door for salvation do you choose? You only have a few seconds to choose from. The game...
It's either door 1 or door 2, because you could possibly get through that and not activate it. You know what I'm saying? The chance of you beating somebody that killed 300 people, he probably knows what he's doing, bro. Like, what's his record is really good. So I would say 2 with going to that. If that liquid nitrogen hits you, you're done. But 1, you may have a chance. So let's go 1 then 2. But I want to go 2 then 1. But I'm gonna go 1 then 2.
Game is on. Well, how are you? Have you made the right choice? The door for salvation is option number 1. If you listen closely, you must have
finally their logic
realized that the killer who's hiding behind it turned into a skeleton a long time ago and won't do you any harm, so you can safely get out. Pills. Well, we've left the most difficult puzzle for the end. It'll probably take you twice as much time as you used to for all the other riddles combined. Of course, we wouldn't want you to be in such a situation, but imagine that you're blind and sick. In addition, you're locked in an apartment without any communication facilities. In order to maintain health, you need to take 2 tablets every day, a blue one and a red one. In total, you have 2 pieces of each kind. If you take more than 2, you'll die. If you take 2 of the same, you'll face death as well. Once all the pills were in different jars, but you're blind. One awkward movement and they're all mixed up. What would you do? You must take the medicine, and in addition, all tablets are absolutely identical in shape and texture. They can't be distinguished by touch. And now it's time to think. Your life depends on it.
How? You're blind. They got the same touch feel. You can't leave. Maybe you got a cell phone or something. You can video call somebody. That would be the only guess. You know what I'm saying? Kind of try to video call somebody and hope they can see and tell you. What else would be another way? Yeah, sit by the window. Hopefully somebody passed by you and you can hear somebody pass by and get them to come to the window and ask them. Yeah, you would need some type of outside assistance, I would believe, in order to understand. Because what else, what other kind of way can you use to tell you're blind?
We agree that this riddle is far from easy, but it also has its own logical solution. In order not to make a mistake in choosing, you need to break each one of each of the 4 tablets in half. Put the broken pieces aside so that nothing mixes. In the end, in one handful you'll get 4 halves, and in the other one 2. So now you can safely take all 4 halves from any handful, because in the end they form one whole red pill and one whole blue, and that's exactly what you need. Well guys, have you managed to...
I got one right. I did way better on the last riddle one we did. But hey, y'all let me know. This one was super crazy. I'd have died, but I did get one right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm cool with that. This one was crazy. I'm questioning their credibility all the way up into the last one. The last one they actually made sense on, and I would have had to sit there a lot longer. I only had a few seconds. You know what I'm saying, to think of that. So if I'd have had maybe some more time, I could have came up with some other solutions. But I feel like my solution could have worked too. Sit by the window, you hear people pass by, walk by, you kind of get their attention, come to the window, tell them which one is blue, which one is red. Boom, I'm in there. My way is just as simple too. It's more than one way to skin a cat. You know what I'm saying? All right. So listen, y'all get at me in the comment section. Let me know how many y'all got right, or if any. And stick around and stay tuned. Till the next reaction of my piece, y'all stay solid. Hey.